Hi, everybody. I'm Bianca Della Garza, and you have to check out Gene Valentino's Grassroots Truthscast podcast. I was a guest. He has the best guests always. Check him out.
Hi folks, Kent Emmons here, founder and CEO of Crave News. There's a big market for a news network that targets a younger audience by serving up real news in a way that's raw, edgy, and unfiltered. Crave News is about to launch, and this is your opportunity to become a founding shareholder. Get ready to write down this number, and I'll text you a link to more information. Become a founding shareholder in Crave News and own a piece of the next generation of news. Call 615-819-5535. That's 615-819-5535. Crave News, real news, no BS.
Welcome back to Newswire. I'm Bianca Della Garza. Great to have you with us today. President Trump, very busy, signing executive orders, and one of them was to eliminate cashless bail in Washington, D.C. It's part of the big effort to clean up our nation's capital, crack down on crime across our country. Today marks 10 days since the National Guard has been in Washington, D.C., and there has not been a single murder in the city since that. And again, it is Chicago who they are looking at next, and also potentially Baltimore. Let's bring in now our guest. He's host of the Grassroots Truthcast podcast, Gene Valentino. Gene, good to see you.
Hi there. You've been busy, Bianca.
Yeah, what a day. President Trump with these, wide-ranging news conferences, and then we just had Governor Pritzker here. I will show a little bit of what Pritzker started the morning saying, trying to combat what Chicago is.
Doesn't feel like a hellhole here. In fact, everybody's having a great time and enjoying themselves. So I don't know who in Washington thinks that Chicago is some sort of hellhole, but you may need to look inward.
It's like dawn, no one's out yet. It's not in some of the harder, tougher neighborhoods. It's not on the south side. Gene, the way they're framing this and the pushback even from Maryland Governor Wes Moore saying it's unconstitutional, do you think they'll lose this battle? And if not with the courts, with the voters?
I hope with the voters first. I hope this whole redistricting, gerrymandering thing gets handled in the same swipe. We need a constitutional amendment that shows fairness, parity, and balance in the voters, reflecting the districts that they come from, with representatives reflecting the districts that of those voters. But to your point, Governor Pritzker, this is a guy who got railroaded out of a business that he was CEO of by his own family, a corporation. And that's when he then relegated himself into politics. You don't want, if your own family pushes you out of the position of officer.
Point. Yeah.
Why is that so hard for people to understand that he need not be the governor? And might it be that the family is concerned about his leadership skills, which drives to a fundamental point: leadership, Bianca.
All right, let's talk about Maryland, though, because we had that case of the Doge worker. Tries to stop a carjacking. He's beat up. He's bloody. There's 2 teenagers from Maryland arrested. They're let out. And then you have Maryland Governor Wes Moore talking about neighborhoods, the crime in his city. And this is what his message was to President Trump.
I've asked the president to come and join us is because he seems to enjoy living in this blissful ignorance, these tropes and these 1980 scare tactics.
I mean, he's got the platform right there. They're not going to push back on the Sunday morning show on CBS of that. But scare tactics, what about Giuliani? Broken windows. I mean, we've seen cities in decay. When you bring back law and order, the ripple effect. I mean, 10 days in D.C., no murder. I mean, Wes Moore, obviously he's got some political aspirations himself, but the scare tactics seem like things that are working.
Well, first of all, who can criticize Donald Trump for being everywhere at the same time across the globe, handling crises of much greater import to the United States on a national and international level? And for this person to speak about where's Donald Trump, who's running the local government, Donald Trump or him? The point is, if you're not going to lead then get out of the way and let someone else do it for you, which is the spirit of Donald Trump's intervention into these cities and these states. If you don't handle the problem, I'm coming in to fix it. Don't mire me down in technicalities of the Constitution. Let's fix these blue sanctuary cities throughout the nation and get America back on the right track. What's wrong with that intent, Bianca? That is, to me, so fundamentally good for a president to step up and try to intervene in this way.
It's funny because they almost act like seeing National Guard members is scarier than potentially being carjacked by an illegal in your city. I mean, it's preposterous. Real quick, I'd love to get your take on what's been going on Gavin Newsom's, press account here. There's a viralness to it, but it does seem like every day it just seems to be more about trying to pander and look like he's doing MAGA styles. He now has a Patriot shop. Greatest merchandise ever made. I mean, when President Trump does it, it's actually authentic and real. When Governor Newsom does it, I haven't seen anybody wearing one of those hats or T-shirts, and I'm not sure they're actually buying it. Is this going to work long term?
You've got me laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got me laughing. Imitation is the best form of flattery, and I can't believe why he would go down that path. He ought to stay to the issues and start by fixing them in his own backyard, in his own state, and then earn the credibility of the delegates and the constituents of his own state before he even considers a national presidential candidate.
Well, if he sticks to the issues, he'll probably lose them, especially with the fires and the rebuilding and the redistricting. That's the problem. But I agree. Final thoughts.
Keep doing what you're doing,
seconds.
Gavin.
Yeah, and apparently they think it's working. It is blowing up on social media. So, I mean, going viral is one thing, but a loss in this gerrymandering, which we could see play out in November, may be another loss that he had not anticipated, and not so sure he'll go on anywhere but friendly
federal
podcasts.
Control over yes, indeed, federal control over the gerrymandering issue through federal legislation or even a constitutional amendment will fix the time and effort we're spending every day on this crazy issue.
Gene Valentino, thank you so much. Good to have you today, sir.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
You bet.
Hi folks, Kent Emmons here, founder and CEO of Crave News. There's a big market for a news network that targets a younger audience by serving up real news in a way that's raw, edgy, and unfiltered. Crave News is about to launch, and this is your opportunity to become a founding shareholder. Get ready to write down this number, and I'll text you a link to more information. Become a founding shareholder in Crave News and own a piece of the next generation of news. Call 615-819-5535. That's 615-819-5535. Crave News, real news, no BS.